There is a reason why the soul feels heavy these days, even when everything around appears calm. It's because a gentle soul who has carried so much for so long is finally being asked to release what was never meant to be carried forever. The tiredness that lingers even after sleep is not laziness. It is the sign of deep work happening within. The world may not see it, but the spirit knows this is becoming. Since childhood, there has been a quiet knowing within, sensing the feelings in a room, hearing what was not spoken, feeling what others could not admit. The heart became a quiet place for others to rest, even when there was no place to rest for the self. Peace was created for others, while inner storms were hidden in silence. This is not a weakness, but a strength. The burden of unspoken family stories, silent grief in the bloodline, and the invisible struggles others have been through. The soul became a bridge for healing, even when there was no guide for the self to walk through the storms it faced alone. Yet, here it stands, still breathing, still hoping, still soft. That sudden wave of sadness that sometimes arrives without warning on a bright day is not a flaw. It is the echo of storms weathered, a reminder of tears cried in secret, and moments of silence that became prayers. It is proof of survival, proof of a heart that continues to love even when it has every reason to shut down. The challenges felt heavier, the heartbreak deeper, not because you were unworthy, but because your light was meant to lead, not to follow, to break patterns, not repeat them. This was never punishment, it was preparation. Every struggle becomes a teacher, shaping a strength and wisdom within you that can no longer be shaken. Every time you chose kindness over anger, faith over fear, healing over hiding, you transformed. Your pain became light, your scars are undamaged. They are proof of your strength, your truth, your becoming. People feel safe in your light, seen even when they can't see themselves, heard even without words. This is your quiet gift. Like a lighthouse, you don't chase. You simply stand and shine, guiding others by your presence. There has been a stirring within, a sense that change is near, a restlessness that feels like a quiet whisper, asking when it will get easier, when the reward for all this silent work will arrive. The answer is that it is already here, woven in the present time, felt in the depth of compassion, the strength of intuition, and the resilience of the spirit. The reward isn't just what's coming, it's who you have become, a heart that feels, a mind that sees, and a spirit that moves with purpose. A reward no one can take away. Blessings are aligning. Nothing is unseen. Every tear, every prayer, every silent hope. In the divine timing, everything arrives as it should. Opportunities will open, relationships will align, and the abundance will flow. Not because of chasing, but because of becoming. The blessings will come because the Spirit is ready to hold them without losing itself again. Peace will no longer be a battle to fight for, but a home within. Joy will no longer feel distant, but present in small moments. Love will no longer drain, but feel the soul. Work will no longer be a struggle, but a purpose. Abundance will no longer feel impossible, but natural. For the gentle soul who feels unseen, you are seen, guided, and held with pride, not pity. There is admiration for the way the soul has continued to rise, even with trembling hands, even when world did not notice. Do not give up. This is not the end. The heaviness felt lately is not a sign of going backward, but the deep, fertile soil before the seed breaks through into the light. Rest when you need to. Cry if you must. Embrace the silence, but don't give up. It needs the gentle souls who are brave enough to feel deeply, love fully, and live honestly. It needs the wisdom that comes from walking through darkness and still choosing light. Everything is changing, quietly but powerfully. This is not by accident. This is the moment when soul steps into alignment with the purpose it has carried silently. The past has prepared for this. Every heartbreak, every loss, every lonely night was a doorway to this becoming. The spirit is stronger now, not hard, but unbreakable. The heart is open, not naive, but wise. The mind is clear, not empty, but focused. The body is ready to hold the blessings, not out of desperation, but out of readiness. A great shift is unfolding, and gentle souls are right at the heart of it. The world is moving from fear to love, from chaos to calm, from greed to kindness. Gentle souls are the bridge between what was and what is being born. They carry light into places that have forgotten how to shine. They bring hope where there was despair, peace where there was noise, and warmth where there was coldness. This is your sign. The waiting was never wasted. The quiet patience you held in the dark was not weakness. It was strength in its purest form. The faith you carried through lonely nights was not foolish. It was powerful. Every moment has been preparing you, building a steady foundation for what is now ready to grow. And now it is safe to trust again, safe to open your heart, knowing it is protected, safe to believe in miracles because your spirit is no longer empty and your soul is no longer fragile. This time, you remember your worth, and you will only welcome what brings true peace, real love, and blessings that match your light. Breathe. Let the weight fall. Let the light in. Let the love in. Let the blessings in. This is not about perfection. This is about presence. This is about being here, now, exactly as the soul is, and allowing that to be enough. The spirit is ready. The time is now. The blessings are arriving. The becoming is happening. Hold on to hope, not because it is simple, but because it is true. Keep moving forward, not because every step is clear, but because the purpose is real. Take rest when the spirit is tired, but rise again when the strength returns. The world is brighter because this gentle light is here. Every step taken on this path has mattered. The pain felt was not without purpose. The tears cried in silence were seen by the universe. Nothing has been wasted. All of it has shaped a spirit that still chooses love, still chooses light, and still chooses faith. Everything is aligning, quietly, powerfully, divinely. A new chapter is unfolding now, not as a prize for all the pain, but as a natural result of the growth that has taken place within. This chapter is here because the Spirit is ready. Welcome it with an open heart. Breathe it in deeply and let it bring calm to every part of the being. Let it soften any hardness that grew from past hurts, and let it strengthen the spirit for what is ahead. Allow this chapter to guide each step, showing a path filled with peace, purpose, and quiet joy that feels true and lasting. Because from this moment forward, everything begins to change.